My good friend Dan Buettner, who is the pioneer of the blue zones, has told me that all of the healthy cultures in the blue zones, their common denominator of health, are eating.
Meet Dr. William Lee. He is a physician scientist, president of the Angiogenesis Foundation, and best-selling author of Eat to Beat Disease and Eat to Beat Your Diet. Known for his work on food, inflammation, and the body's natural defense systems. Vegetable number 1.
Food number 1, beans. Now, my good friend Dan Buettner, who is the pioneer of the blue zones, has told me that all of the healthy cultures in the blue zones, their common denominator of health, are eating beans and legumes. Beans are a good source of dietary fiber. They've got healthy fats in them. And it turns out that beans improve your metabolism by burning down harmful body fat, that lowers inflammation. And by shrinking harmful fat, burning down harmful fat, we're actually unloading our circulation as well. When you've got a lot of fat, your blood's got to pump out against basically a wall of fat, blood through a wall of fat. So decreasing excess body fat, visceral fat, is actually a good thing. Decreasing inflammation is good for your blood vessels, less damage to the lining of the blood vessels, and better metabolism steers you away from type 2 diabetes, and diabetes sets up for circulatory problems, the way I said. So eat beans.
Beans provide soluble dietary fiber that feeds the gut microbiome, activating immunity and DNA protection. White beans and lentils are staples of his Mediterranean diet for lowering cardiovascular risk. Which one we have to eat?
All kinds of beans are good. I love navy beans, but black beans, kidney beans, and also other legumes like lentils and chickpeas are also really good. They're good for good general health. They activate your body's health defenses, they activate your metabolism, but they're also good to help support all the things that you need for
the cornerstone of every longevity diet. Black beans in Nicoya, lentils and chickpeas in Mediterranean zones, soybeans in Okinawa, at least half cup daily recommended. Vegetable number 2, tomatoes.
Some of you might think that tomatoes are a vegetable, right? But it's actually a fruit. And tomatoes are pretty wonderful because not only do they taste good, but they've actually been shown to lower the risk of prostate cancer and breast cancer. So how does it do this? Well, tomatoes contain bioactives, and the secret to health in foods is often the bioactive. One of the bioactives in tomato is vitamin C. Vitamin C is a powerful anti-inflammatory substance. Another bioactive in tomato is called lycopene, which is a carotenoid. Now, lycopene does a lot of different things that are beneficial for the body. One of them is that lycopene protects our DNA against damage from oxidative stress, including ultraviolet radiation, like sun damage. That's right, eating tomatoes with the lycopene can protect us against damage from the sun. That means kind of like sunscreen, but from the inside out. So, sun exposure can damage your DNA. Lycopene protects your DNA against this sun damage. And you can actually eat tomatoes in order to be able to protect yourself and protect you from the inside out from sun damage coming from the outside.
A Mediterranean staple in Sardinia and Icaria, eaten cooked in sauces and stews as part of daily meals. How to prepare it?
Now, how do I like to eat tomatoes? I like to eat tomatoes raw, sliced into a salad. Absolutely great way to get great flavor, great hydration, and the vitamin C is really good. But if you want to get the most out of lycopene, okay, that is that antioxidant. That's the one that helps to protect your DNA. You want to actually make sure you get as much lycopene as possible. How do you get the most lycopene out of a tomato? Well, you want to actually heat it, like cook it, saute it in a pan. And so you're actually cooking tomatoes like a tomato sauce, all right, like a sugo, and add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So here's what happens. The heat from cooking converts the chemical structure of lycopene, okay, which is natural, into a slightly different chemical structure, also natural, that your body loves to absorb. So when you cook tomatoes, you actually get more lycopene that's easier for your body to absorb. Add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. You know why? Because lycopene is what's known as fat soluble, which means that lycopene likes to dissolve in oil. But when you actually cook tomato sauce, the lycopene converts into the part your body likes it, and you mix it with the olive oil, and now it really gets absorbed into your body very, very easily. And that's why, by the way, the Mediterranean diet is so healthy and it's got so many tomato recipes in it. Usually the tomato is cooked.
One of his most emphasized foods. Cooking tomatoes for 2 minutes boosts lycopene absorption by 50%. Cooking in olive oil doubles it. San Marzano and cherry tomatoes have the highest lycopene, which cuts off blood supply to tumors. Anti-angiogenic. 2 to 3 half-cup servings weekly linked to 29% lower prostate cancer risk. Vegetable number 3, leafy greens.
The next vegetable I want to talk about is a whole group of greens that are known as brassica. Now, brassica you might have heard of. That's because a bunch of healthy greens belong to them. Broccoli, broccoli rabe, kale, cauliflower, cabbage, collard greens, mustard greens. Now, these brassica vegetables contain bioactives called ITCs. This stands for isothiocyanates. Isothiocyanates, ITCs. And these are the bioactives that are responsible for the characteristic flavor of brassica vegetables. Little sulfurous, little sharp, slightly bitter taste. Bitter usually means better when it comes to your health, right? And that's what brassica vegetables do. So what do ITCs, isothiocyanates, do in the body? Well, they are potent anti-inflammatory bioactives, and they also help to improve your circulation. They improve angiogenesis, that's your body's health defenses, and they can actually improve your immune system as well.
Brassica greens, kale, arugula, bok choy, Brussels sprouts contain sulforaphane compounds that are anti-angiogenic, protect DNA, and boost immunity. He personally loads his salads with arugula, spinach, and radicchio daily. How to prepare it?
And if you want to get the most of these ITCs from brassica plants, here's a couple of things you want to do. You can cook them quickly. Don't overcook them or you'll degrade the ITCs. And when you eat them, and you want to make sure they're tasty, right? You can only eat so much raw broccoli, which most people don't do. But if you blanch it quickly, saute it, then it actually becomes something really delicious. And here's what you want to do when you eat them. You want to make sure you chew them. And the reason that you want to chew your vegetables is that the ITCs, the good stuff, is locked inside the cell of the plant, right? Plants have cells, just like humans have cells, but human cells are soft and squishy. Plant cells are rigid and box-like. It's like a shoebox, all right? And you want to break that shoebox open in order to be able to release the ITCs and other enzymes. So when you chew your broccoli, what you're doing is you're breaking open the shoebox containing the ITCs, and you're releasing also an enzyme called myrosinase. And this enzyme, myrosinase, breaks down the ITCs and generates sulforaphanes. And the sulforaphanes then go on to, when you swallow them, go on to stimulate your health defenses, right? So this is how it works. Pick the brassica from the field, bring it back. You can blanch it, cook it quickly. My little tip for cooking brassica is if you want to cook it, it should be bright green, brighter than when you actually have them raw, and then stop, all right? Before they start to dull in color, that's when you've overcooked them. That's why the old kind of school way of boiling your vegetables, you pretty much destroyed when it comes to broccoli, for example. You've just destroyed all the ITCs, all right? So how do I actually like to cook them? You can steam them. Get steam of broccoli, like in 10 minutes you're done. Okay, you can blanch them. Blanching, as I mentioned to you, boil some water, wash your vegetables, all right, like broccoli, broccoli rabe, quickly throw them into the boiling water, all right, and in 60 seconds, fish them out, drain them. You can even rinse them under some cool water if you want to stop the extra cooking. It should be bright green, all right, then cut them up if you want, and then you can heat up a pan and saute them, a wok to stir fry them, or you could put them into a food processor and puree them, all right? And obviously, food processors like super chewing, and you get a lot of those ITCs out, all right? You can make a delicious soup or smoothie that way. Now, I actually like broccoli soup as an example. In my book, Eat to Beat Disease, I had a whole recipe for broccoli soup flavored with oregano, dried spice. Absolutely delicious. So you should check it out.
Blue Zone, called Best of the Best Longevity Foods. Spinach, kale, chard, collards, beet tops, middle-aged people eating a cup of cooked greens daily were half as likely to die over the next 4 years.